welcome to our next chapter in this module. So in this chapter we are going to see about the conditional statements here. So far what we have seen is all the code that we write in our JS file that has run in the console. So there might be some points in which based on some conditions code has to run, and for example, if you're a boy, this part has to run, and if you are a girl, this part has to run. So in that case, the part of code which is under the girl will not run for the boy, and the part of code which is under the girl will not run for the boy, or the vice versa. Okay, so this is how most of the business logics are made. For example, if 3 items are displayed in a web page, what should be the code that has to run? If there are 4 items displayed in the web page, what should be run? And if the current logged in user is a normal person, what it has to run? Or if the current logged in user is an admin guy, what the code has to run? So these are all some conditional statements that happens in our day-to-day coding life. Uh, People who are previously from other languages would be so comfortable with this conditional statements, because most of the languages, almost all of the languages, would have this sort of conditional rendering. Okay, so let me show you guys with an example. So I'm going to delete all the previous code here. Okay, so let me type variable gender equals, let me have it as a male. Okay, so for conditional rendering we have this there are so many conditional operators here. I'm going to start with if, which is the most used uh, conditional operator. So if gender triple equals male, console dot log male portion runs. Okay, so let's see if this is going to execute in our browser. Male portion runs. In some case, if here we have female, it is not going to show anything. Okay, because we have just put an if block saying like if gender equals male, male portion runs. Maybe I'll just copy this and I'll write it again. If gender equals female, female portion runs. So in this case, female portion runs. So this is how we conditionally render which part of the code has to run and what are the items that has to be displayed. So far we are generally dealing with console.log, but once we go into the web page, you'll be having more understanding of how things are going to run. Okay, so let me rephrase this code. So for example, if you think, if your gender is male, what happens? It prints male here, but it also checks the code runs like this: if gender equals male, male portion prints. Then again the code comes to this place and checks whether your gender is male. But already we have run this code, right? So we don't want this to be run. So to avoid this, what we can do is we can simply place this else other. So if you could understand, if gender equals male, male portion runs. else whatever you are going to put, whatever, female, others, animals, whatever you put, the other portion is going to run and it is going to show you the output. So just understand this, guys. If you have a condition like there is only one statement which has to be validated, and for remaining things we can have a gender block, then you can go like this. If gender equals male, this part is going to run, and for remaining all the other cases, this part will run. Okay, so this is what is called as if and else. Okay, so now you might be wondering, maybe I want two actual conditions and there might be another else block. So in that case, what you can do is, if we have one more thing called as the else if. So in this case, you can have it as like this. Okay, so if your block, I mean your gender is male, this block will run. If it is female, this block will run. For all the other cases, this block is going to run. I'll test it once. If it is male, it shows male is printed in console. If it is female, it shows female portion runs. For all the other cases, even if there is going to be a typo here and we are going for females, then it is going to show like other portion runs. Okay, this is all with the if, else, and else if statements. Only thing would be having the doubt is why we have put 3 equals instead of 2 equals, which will also give the same result. That will be explained in the forthcoming videos. So that will be a quite interesting part. I'll explain you guys. That is one good thing in JavaScript which has come in the recent years. Okay, so in the last chapter we have seen about the if else conditional statement. So in this we are going to see about the logical operators and combined with if statements. So we have we have seen a set of logical operators I have already mentioned. So in this chapter we are going to deal about it. There are a few set of logical operators here, which are and, or, not. So these are the three operators here. So and is denoted with ampersand ampersand, and or will be denoted with pipe, and not will be denoted by a exclamatory mark. Pipe will be just above your enter button here. Okay, so let's come back to our code. I'll remove the previous code here. So let me create a variable first. So let's take a variable of gender, which is equal to male, and age, variable called as age, for which I'll for now assign as 15. So now we are going to find out whether the given person is a boy or a teenager or a man. For that I'm going to use if conditions to find that out. Okay, so for our programming thing we are saying kid will be of age till 12 years old, and teenager will be of 13 to 19 years old, and the man will be of above 19. Okay, so these are the conditions here for calculating it. So let's come back to the code, and gender is male and age is 15. Okay, so based on these conditions we have to write the if statement. If let me take gender triple equals male. Okay, and now I'm going to pass a logical operator of and will be denoted with ampersand ampersand. So ampersand ampersand age greater than okay, let's take greater than uh, 19. Okay, so age is greater than 19. Let's console.log console.log log of this guy is a teenager. Okay, so go to else. If this gets failed, what I'm going to console.log is console.log of not a teenager. Okay, so let's save it and run it. So first condition is satisfied and second condition is failed, so my else part ran. Okay, so if I go to the coding block again, gender triple equals male, that got passed, but my second part, which is age is greater than 19, failed because my age is 15. So the first console.log didn't run, whereas my else part ran and it displays as teenager because the 19 got failed. So now I'll change. Okay, sorry, so as 19, this guy is a man, it's not a teenager. I'll change that. Okay, so because if we come and see our the notepad thing, sorry, the notepad which you have written, if it's above 19, it's a man. Okay, so gender is male and age is greater than 19, so this guy is a man, but it failed, so not a man. Okay, so that's got printed in our console here. Okay, so let me change age to 30. Now if I run it, this guy is a man because in the first block both of that ran, and if I change the gender to female, only the else block will run because not a man. If any one of the conditions fail, this block will be failed, and if I mean the else will run. Okay, so this is the power of AND operator here. So I hope you are understanding the AND now. So let me move on to the next one. Okay, let me get a variable called as let me take it as address. Okay, so I'll take it as address and I'll give it as Chennai. Now we are going to see if the gender is male, or if he is from Chennai or he or she is from Chennai, they are going to get a job. So either one condition should be passed. Okay, so male or Chennai. Okay, so I'll write this gender equals male. Instead of and, I'm going to pass it as pipe which is R. So I'll take the address and I'll paste it here. Address okay, so address and Chennai. Okay, so address, let me remove this. I'll get a job. Okay, so either one condition should pass here, no job. Okay, so this is what my else condition is. Let's save it and see. I will get a job because my first part ran, gender triple equals male ran. Okay, so if I move this to address is Madurai, so even though my operator greater than will not work here, my first part is going to be a pass and it is going to run. So it will not even consider my second part because the first part of my condition is gender equals male. So that OR operator will give that. So now let's see about the not operator. So I'm going to take a variable. So let's remove the previous code. Again we'll see about my age. I'm going to see whether I can vote or not. Okay, so my age is 29 here. So I'm going to go for if condition, in which I'm going to say if age is greater than 18. Let's check the vote here. I'm going to say console.log I can vote. So if this fails, I'm going to have an else statement in which I'm going to say console.log. Let me take it. I am not allowed. Okay, so as my age is 29, it is going to print. Okay, it's not age, it's my age, right? Okay, let me save that. Okay, I can vote. Now I can vote. Okay, so due to some reasons, we are going to change the condition. If your age is less than 18, you can vote. This is not a logical case, but just to show our not operator, I'm going to have this. So my age is greater than 18. This will give me vote for now. Due to some uh, conditions, I mean due to some reasons, I'm going to reverse this to show you guys. If I add exclamatory mark at the start, the total condition is going to change. For now it is giving me I mean the positive, right? But if I negate it, I'm not allowed to vote. So the persons who are under 18 only can be allowed to vote. Okay, again this will not happen. If I change the age to 8, I'm just going to say I can vote. Again, this is not a ideal case, but to show what negate will do, the power of not operator will change it. So if I again remove it, my previous condition is restored here. So again I'm going to show you not will totally change it. So I can vote now. Okay, if my age is even 8, I can vote. That's because I have tried to negate the whole condition. So that's all with the not operator now. So I hope you have understood all the three operators, guys. Code along with me, so you will be having lots and lots of fun here. Thanks a lot for watching this video.